So they said you got 4.
4?
That's what they said, yeah.
4 warrants?
One out of the DA's office for larceny. I don't know if that sounds familiar or not.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that part I'm not sure of them.
So it's a felony?
That one would be a felony, yes.
On February 25th, 2025, a loss prevention employee at a retail clothing store in New Mexico spotted a man standing in the checkout line, the same man she had on security camera, walking out the day before wearing unpaid merchandise. Now he was back, with more items, acting like nothing had happened. When this stop is over, 3 separate legal frameworks will have applied to one encounter, so which one actually decided his fate?
He is in my line right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if he'll buy his items so that way we can get him trespassed.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do have a video of him walking out though, wearing our clothes. And then he came in right now, and I had noticed him, and I sent it to my manager. I was like, "Do we know this person?" Like the main manager, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy that walked out wearing our clothes." And
When was that?
let me look. I have the video.
Was it within the last month or so?
Not in the last month, I don't think. I think it was like. Go back. And then he was trying to cut hard tags off. I do have it on video as well.
Today?
Today, yeah.
Did he cut any?
I'm not sure if he got it off or not.
Or damage any?
I'm sure he damaged the clothes, yeah.
He damaged the clothes?
Yeah, you could see him going with the scissors.
Do you want to pursue charge?
Sure, yeah, we could do that. I don't know if I'm able to pursue from the last one too, but...
Well, if you have video of today, we can go with that.
Alright. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull it up.
Or if you got the clothes, take a look.
Oh no, he's in line with it right now.
Oh, he's in line with it.
Put a hat backwards.
Yeah. Alright, video, I just have it.
You want to let him pay for the clothes? Or you...
Yeah, we can let him pay for it. I mean, if he's gonna pay for it, but...
Okay. So if he pays for the clothes, you just want him trespassed?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's him walking out. Those are our clothes on him. He's wearing our jacket, and then he has stuff in his hands.
And that was today? Or?
That was... I'm trying to see. It's today, okay. Because I saved it from my Snapchat just right now, but I can't find it. And then...
He's already shaking his head. He's gonna have to come this way. Yeah. Hector.
Hello?
How's it going, sir?
How you doing?
Hey, so
Here's my receipt.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I know these are your shirts.
Yeah, those are our shoes you're wearing. You cut them off.
No, I just paid for them, man.
No, you didn't.
Man,
So-
I paid for these, man.
Yeah. I don't see the shoes on here.
Where are the other shoes you had in your cart? The blue ones.
Which ones? I don't have no blue
I
ones.
found it on Grandma, dude. I don't know why you're trying to hide.
Dude, I just paid for my stuff, man.
And then, what about the last time you were in?
Ma'am, I haven't been here in over a year.
So you said you just paid for those shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you put them on already?
Yeah, I don't. What's wrong with it? Me putting them on?
Well, it's just kind of
Are
weird.
there shoes on there?
You didn't. I don't see these shoes on there.
Yeah, there's no shoes on there.
Okay. Here, you want to
I haven't even walked out of the store or nothing, man.
I get you, bro. I get you. You're just trying to find your back right now.
Why am I going to jail?
You're just gonna be detained for now. Until I can figure out. For sure, you paid for them and all that.
Look, man, I haven't paid for them. I wasn't going to leave. I seen you guys and I got scared.
Well, man.
I can pay for them. I got money.
You already had some points of sale.
How? How I have money?
Well, you just said you could just pay for them when you had the chance right there. You know what I mean?
I don't want to go, man.
Well, look, as long as you're clear, you know, I can see about the criminal citation. Okay, but at the very least, it's going to be a criminal citation.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put it.
You've been to Muni Court?
Are you gonna come back or you might need to go?
Municipal Court at 135 East Grace?
It's been a long
Been
time.
a long time. Okay. Look, like I said, at the least, the criminal citation, okay? At the most, the DC. But we'll figure that out. Okay. And can you take those shoes off for me?
Yeah,
Thank you. Do you remember how much they were?
they were 24.
24? Okay.
You have an idea, Mr. Jackson?
No.
I'm gonna go look at the video.
Oh, it's you.
I'm gonna take it to my unit real quick.
I can't get my shoes.
No, I'll just. Huh?
My shoes,
Where are your other shoes?
right there.
What color were they?
Blue.
I'm gonna have to go look at the video.
Blue. Oh, they're blue.
New Balance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go outside and have them see it in my unit. Or if you want, actually, we can sit right here while we wait for the shoes.
Man, I don't want no trouble, man.
I get it, man, but you can't be shoplifting. You know, we all pay for our stuff. You know what I mean? If I pay for my stuff, I expect other people to pay for their stuff. What was your first name?
Hector.
Hector? If you don't have a warrant, then
I probably
we'll
do.
do the citation.
I probably
But if you got a warrant, then I gotta act on the warrant. And no phone, you said?
No, no, sir. So if I have a warrant, I gotta go.
I'm running you right now. This time you were a lot more chill than the last time I dealt with you.
I'm already getting old.
Huh?
I'm already getting old.
Yeah.
The last time when?
I don't know, it was a little while ago. It wasn't recent. It would have been
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was a little bit ago.
My mom had said that, I don't know if she, at her house or my dad's house, that the cop went and asked where I was, and I don't know for what.
Go ahead. Yeah. So they said you got 4.
4?
That's what they said, yeah.
4 warrants?
One out of the DA's office for larceny. I don't know if that sounds familiar or not.
No, yeah, they said that they had dropped that. I went to get my public defender, and they said they dropped it.
Okay. Yeah, that part I'm not sure of them.
So it's a felony?
That one would be a felony, yes.
And the other 3?
One was out of Alamogordo PD. Alamogordo extradition only.
It's
the other
extraditable?
two- No, out of their
Yeah,
county.
because I owe them $190.
Okay. And then the other 2 are from here for shoplifting.
Here?
From municipal. Yeah. Failure to appear. Those might be the ones you were thinking about. So yeah, we'll wait for the total. Okay. For now, if I can just, we'll wait for the shoes still. I forget. Waiting for the shoes.
You think I can finish my coat?
Yeah.
Please.
Wrong foot.
Yeah, 42272.
This stop began under shopkeeper's privilege, the legal right of a merchant's employee to briefly detain someone they have reasonable grounds to believe just shoplifted. 3 elements must hold reasonable grounds: brief duration and a reasonable manner. All 3 held here. The counterargument shopkeeper's privilege applies to the current incident. Using prior day footage as the primary grounds is what a defense attorney will challenge, arguing the legal basis was stale, not fresh. When the officer arrived, this became a Terry stop under Terry versus Ohio. 1968, reasonable articulable suspicion, not probable cause. The receipt missing the shoes and Hector's false payment claim supplied it. Under Florida versus Bostic, the Fourth Amendment seizure began when a reasonable person would not feel free to leave the receipt check, not the handcuffing. Counter-argument, Hector had not left the store, and a stated intent to pay challenges exactly when that threshold was crossed. 4 active warrants came back, including a potential felony larceny charge from the district attorney's office. Once an officer knows about a lawful outstanding warrant, execution is mandatory, not a judgment call. The cite and release option closed immediately. Counterargument, Hector claimed his public defender told him the felony was dropped, if verifiable. It affects 1 hold, but 3 active warrants still require a custodial arrest. The scissors matter more than they look. Cutting security tags with a tool is criminal damage to property in most jurisdictions separate from the theft charge. If the garment was damaged, the store holds a civil claim that survives even a reduced theft charge. Counter-argument without a damaged item in evidence. The scissors observation is circumstantial. The charge becomes intent-based, a harder burden to meet at trial than possession of unpaid goods. The biggest legal risk here is Miranda timing. Hector admitted he got scared when he saw officers restrained, under questioning, before any Miranda warning appears on camera. Under Miranda versus Arizona, 1966. Warnings are required once custody and interrogation are both present. Some statements may survive as spontaneous utterances, but the line between volunteered and elicited is narrow, and defense will challenge every admission made before the warning.
It's on my bike.
The bike? Is it the red one? Okay. It'll be taken to the department at 217 East Picacho for safekeeping.
Alright.
So whenever
That's
you,
good. I'm
Good? You done? You want me to throw it away or you just want to finish it off?
Just throw it.
Oh, they slip-ons. Wrong foot.
Do you have anything in your pockets there, poking stickers? Okay. No other jewelry or piercings anywhere? Okay. Let's step up it.
Just to get my turkey thing with that.
Yeah, just let me have you have a seat and then I'll get you a piece or 2. Alright, just bear with me, okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can just drop this off at his mom's house. Maybe we can drop the bike there. You think? Oh, you think we can drop the bike off at mom's house? You love it?
Yeah.
Who lives at Defiance?
My mom?
Your mom? Okay. Are you cool with your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to see if we can drop this stuff off with your mom? Or you just want to send her it for safety?
Yeah, you can drop it off. Defiance, right? That's what I gave you?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, you can just drop it off.
Yeah, she's gonna be there. Or?
She should. Her, my aunt, Stella.
Okay, Stella. Anyone else?
No, just them two that live there.
Okay. If they're not there, you just want to leave it there, or just
Yeah,
enter
just
it
leave it there in the
side?
yeah.
Okay.
Can I get a little piece of the jerky?
Yeah, give me one
I
second.
haven't eaten all day.
I get you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
He says you're gonna be spinning. Huh?
Want to take the rest of the jerky?
Yeah, I'll give him a piece. 2.
The wallet's good?
No, the wallet's going with him, but the jerky can go.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm not in position to ask, but
So,
that's good.
you good with that? You just finished?
Okay.
Good? Alright. I
Mr.
think,
Gonzalez, what's your mom's name?
Yolanda.
Yolanda? Okay.
here, appreciate it.
You know this a couple of months back, I don't know if you know him, he works for Metro. He asked me to think about, I'm ready to get off these blues and get out of here, man.
Yeah.
And tell him that I can help him, that I'm willing to do that.
Yeah.
If he can just help me get out of here, I can give him what he needs and just
Okay.
move him like his kids and my sister.
Where were they at?
Tucson.
Tucson?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm homeless.
Running into the same shit with the blues and stuff.
I just had surgery about a month and a half ago. They took out my appendix and a piece of my spleen. I got sick.
Yeah, good. Appreciate you.
I was already saying
He
that.
said, hold on. He said, if they're not home, you can just leave it on the side. It's cool. Yeah. Sorry, you're saying.
And I'm just tired now.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, I called my mom. I have my stepmom in my room. Their sisters all.
No.
And I called my stepmom and I told her that they were already going to catch me. It had been close. They had been looking for me right there on Lion or whatever it is.
Okay, yeah.
So I called her that day that I just met him, that guy that owns the house or lives there, and he told me that you guys were looking for me. So that day I called my mom and I told her that they were going to catch me sooner or later.
Yeah.
I told her about what that guy had said. She said to do what I gotta do and just get out of here.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but I'm pretty sure you know him. He drives that silver four-door.
I don't know. That's kind of the gambit they have there.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure.
who he is.
I can make calls though. I know people there.
Yeah, he pulled me over one time when I was living at the.
How long ago?
It's been a while, but I was staying over there at the Dorian Apartments, but they beat the fuck out of me. They left me for dead, and they thought I had something to do with that guy that they found in the dumpster.
Okay.
Remember?
Oh, okay.
Martin?
Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
this stuff.
but it was just a bunch of bullshit hearsay that it looked like me,
Yeah.
but you know.
Okay.
And I talked to about maybe a week later, they pulled me over.
Oh.
And they called him and said that some agent wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
And he came and he told me, hey, look,
What did he look like?
he looked more like a white dude.
Looks like a white dude.
Yeah. But I know he said, look for me if you want. He said he's the only one that drives it's like almost like a newer model four-door silver Ford. Silver or gray.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I can do that. Yeah, like I said, I know some people I can make calls.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Give them what they need. Just get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you can keep talking. I'm going to be in the front and start all the paperwork, okay? Yeah, I just have you lean back. Let's about that. Well, sorry you're going through all that, man.
That's not an excuse, but it's just...
No, it's not, but...
I've been out of prison for 3 years. That's the longest I've ever been out.
Shit.
I just got homeless. It got hard. I shoplift to survive, and it's not right.
Yeah.
I admit it. It's not. I've worked my whole life. I know what it is to, you know, to provide. And,
Yeah. I don't know it personally, but I can see where you're coming from. And that's no excuse. Crime's a shitty thing to do in any regard, but you got your struggles too.
Anything, I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I'm not a bad guy, man.
Yeah, I hear you. What's your name?
Right.
Yep.
The officer gets a B+. He was legally grounded at every phase, transparent about what each outcome meant, and kept a professional tone through a stop that kept escalating in ways he could not have anticipated. What holds the grade back is Miranda timing the questioning that happened while Hector was restrained and before any advisement creates a real suppression risk. That is not a footnote. It is the one legal seam in an otherwise well-run stop. And a defense attorney will find it. Hector gets a D. He returned to the scene of a prior theft, still wearing the unpaid merchandise. He gave the officer a false statement on payment. He was caught on camera cutting security tags. He had 4 outstanding warrants. And his admission that he got scared when he saw officers is on video that is textbook consciousness of guilt. His circumstances, homelessness, a recent surgery. Years of trying to stay out belong in the sentencing conversation. They do not change the legal result of this stop. Lesson 1. Shopkeeper's privilege has hard limits. A merchant can legally hold someone they have reasonable grounds to believe just shoplifted, but the hold must be brief. And the manner must be reasonable. Cross either line, and the merchant becomes the liable party. Every loss prevention team needs to know exactly where that boundary is before a stop begins. Not after something goes wrong. Lesson 2. Miranda timing is a decision that has to be made before questioning starts, not after. The test is straightforward. Would a reasonable person in this situation feel free to leave? If the answer is no, and the officer is about to ask questions, the warning comes first. Waiting until it feels necessary is already waiting too long. Lesson 3. Warrant checks change the officer's authority instantly and without warning. A stop that begins with citation authority can flip to mandatory custodial arrest the moment the results come back. That shift changes everything: the charges, the rights in play, and the options on the table. Plan for that outcome before the check runs, not while you are reading the results. If there is a case you think deserves this kind of breakdown, leave it in the comments. The Constitution does not enforce itself. That is what these cases are for. Thanks for watching.